Charles Ponzi. He's Italian or something, I think.
Dude, I feel like that sounds so made up. That sounds so
It does sound made up. It is made up.
Welcome to the DeSoto Approach with Jake and Logan.
Well, I don't know if you would call them aliens. Maybe they're not called that.
Let's go.
All right, bud, we're recording.
Here we go. Episode number 16 of the DeSoto Approach coming fucking straight at you. How we feeling
Coming
today,
in
Logan?
hot. Well, I'm feeling pretty good now that we got these drinks.
Got a couple drink skis for the episode today.
Going
Had
a little
to.
rogue for today's episode.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to get a little off the rails. It's going to start off fine, but Logan gets into his fucking vodka Zevia. He's going to go off the deep end 30 minutes in.
Yeah, be careful where you lead me.
Dude, I wanted to talk about this, actually. So this place that I get coffee in Dubuque, it's this little, so it used to be a hot dog stand, and then I don't know if it went out of business or the coffee stand just bought it, but now it's just a coffee stand. It's just a standalone, like, little hut, basically.
I'm listening.
It's just a coffee stand, and it's cool. It's a nice little place, and it's right downtown, and I used to go there every day, because it was like a block away from my old apartment, right downtown.
Yeah.
And I used to walk Boomer over there every morning, because I lived in an apartment, so I didn't have a yard or anything. I couldn't just let him outside, so I had to go take him for, like, a legit walk every morning, which was fine. But this thing, like I said, was like a block away, so we'd just go there literally every morning, and he would get fucking hyped because they'd give him a little pup cup. They just give him like a little lid with a squirt of whipped cream in it, and he would go as soon as we'd like start walking up there. He'd start jumping up and down and shit. He'd be fucking hype city. But the fucking chillest guy ever works there, and it's about this time. Like I always go before this. I always just get a coffee to do this, and then I usually work like at 5 right after this. So I'll just get a coffee. I go over there, and it's always the same guy. He's got long hair, and he's the fucking chillest dude ever. By the way, the fucking best posture I've ever seen in a human being. I'm not even shitting you. So he goes,
I feel like that's
so
kind of contradicting. I feel like people who are chill.
That's what you'd think, dude. That's what you'd think. But fuck, what did he say to me when I go? Because I get the same thing every time. I just get 4 shots of espresso over ice because I'm a psychopath.
Holy fuck.
And he just goes, right on, dude. Fuck, I can't remember what exactly it was that he said, but it's the fucking most chill dude way to say, like,
wow,
all right, or like, I don't know. And he goes, dude, so he turns around and he makes the espresso and he goes to get the ice out of the thing, and to bend over, he literally does this.
YouTube exclusive.
Dude, it was so fucking ridiculous the way that he bent over, like perfect 90-degree parallel. Like his legs were straight and his back was perfectly flat, and bent over to like reach in and scoop, like just bend oh my god, it was so fucking funny. I almost started laughing right there.
His RDLs have to be immaculate.
Oh, they're perfect.
His perfect RDLs.
But yeah, I don't know. I just needed to bring that up because it was so fucking funny, and it was like an hour ago.
I feel like
literally
people like
as it was
coffee
happening.
Shop.
Wait, what?
I feel like people like that always work at a coffee shop.
Yeah, dude, it's got to be the chillest job.
I feel like you only see people like that at a coffee shop.
It's like that guy or like high school girls that work there, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a weird dynamic.
Yeah, dude. And it's literally only like one person in there at a time because it's a tiny little place. I don't know. It was so funny, though. Literally, as it was happening, I was like, what the fuck is going? He's so cool. He's always in there. Because like I said, I always go in there on Fridays right before we do this and get my fucking coffee. And he's always in there. And he's so cool. Dude, I don't know.
Speaking of coffee shops, you sent me this article a few weeks ago, and I kind of looked into it, and I wanted to bring it up. So we're diving into this early in the episode.
Go. Let's get into
Starbucks, dude. Starbucks is a fucking bank. Starbucks is essentially a bank.
Dude,
and we forgot to talk about this last time.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring it up. But Starbucks holds $1.2 billion in customer cash. So like they have these cards that you can put money on, and go into Starbucks, and it's essentially a gift card. That's literally
Right.
what it fucking is.
Right.
So all these people have all this money on there, and they hold 1.2 billion fucking dollars. That was more than most banks.
Yeah, that's a shit ton. That's a fucking lot of
insane,
dollars,
dude.
bud.
Dude, Jake has a theory that bank
let's
accounts
hear
or
it.
banks are Ponzi schemes.
Banks are Ponzi schemes.
Okay,
I'm not
stop right
saying
there.
that.
Stop
okay.
right there. Starbucks is a Ponzi scheme, then.
No,
dude.
dude. Starbucks
is
gives
a
you
fucking
coffee.
Ponzi scheme.
They provide a service.
So do banks, dude.
No,
It might not-
dude.
it
I'm
might be a
saying,
worthless
I'm
service,
saying
but you
the
can go into
business
the bank.
model. Dude, I'm saying the business model for just a regular like checking account, bank account at a bank, like original banks in the Wild West. They have banks, and you just go in. They're not providing you a fucking credit card. You don't get a debit card. You don't get fucking. Did they even have? I guess
They're
they probably
giving you
did.
advice.
They did loans. No, they're not giving you advice.
Hey,
dude.
Jake, come on in here. Sit down. Let me tell you what you can afford for a house.
The bank doesn't want you to have good advice. They want your money. They want you to be bad with your money because then they can charge you more money on the interest on the money that you owe them. That's what the banks want. They don't like if you have a credit card and you pay off your credit card debt every month. Banks don't like that. You're a bad customer to the bank if you do that. But I'm just saying, the business model for a regular bank account, like a checking account at a bank, how a bank makes money, that is a fucking pyramid scheme. They have, if everyone pulled all of their money out of a bank at the same time, the bank goes away.
Okay,
right?
let's break this down though. So like a bank.
Let's break it down.
So a bank.
Yeah, no, you explain to me how a bank is not a fucking pyramid
No,
scheme.
I agree. No, I'm telling you, I agree with you, but you seem to disagree with
Well,
me
you
on the
seem
fact
coming
that
in hot at
Starbucks,
first.
dude, it is a fucking hot topic because I said if banks are Ponzi schemes, then so is fucking Starbucks, dude. So let's break down banks first and how it's a Ponzi scheme. I looked up the definition of Ponzi scheme, and this is just a simple definition that came up. A Ponzi scheme is a type of financial fraud that uses money from new investors to pay off earlier ones. So how is that a bank? So a bank, you deposit money, and then they use your money to pay off other debts or loan it out to other people to make more money. So that's
a pyramid scheme. That's what it is. That's what they said.
No, a Ponzi scheme. Not pyramid.
That's what it is. That's what a Ponzi scheme is. It's just named after Charles Ponzi, who did it with a bunch of fucking postage stamps in Canada or some shit. Look it up. It's funny. But that's what it is.
What?
Look it up,
need to
dude.
look this
Fucking
up, dude.
Charles Ponzi. He's Italian or something, I think.
Dude, I feel like that sounds so made up. That sounds so
It fucking
made
does
up.
sound made up. It is made up. He fucking made it up, dude. No, I don't think he made it up, but he was the first one to make it big.
Dude, this guy looks like he works at Starbucks. He looks so chill. Yeah, Italian swindler. Okay, so that's how a bank works, right? So Starbucks. I might just prove myself wrong by talking about it.
Yeah, you
so
can prove yourself wrong.
Starbucks, you go, all these fucking people that think it's a good idea to put a shit ton of money on a Starbucks card. Like,
Well, so they're
whatever.
incentivized because you
Toot
get all your
your own.
rewards and stuff through that. Like
Yeah,
you buy
yeah.
fucking 10 coffees, you get a free bagel or whatever.
right,
But-
teach your own. But
Yeah.
you're putting all this money on there, and Starbucks is more than likely taking that money and paying off some of their debts or using it to invest in future endeavors. So they're
Right, but
using
it's-
your money. To
Right.
do the same
It's
thing.
just
Isn't
a
that the same as banks?
it's just a prepayment. Because the banks, you're not getting anything other than they're holding your money for you. Like you're just buying the coffee before you pick it up, basically. With that, instead of going in and buying the coffee there and then them giving you the coffee, you're just loading it onto a prepaid account where you can
But
then
you're
go in
essentially-
and you're like, oh, I already paid for this. So it's just like a prepaid. So they get all the money up front, so they can use it for stuff or hold on to it. And they talk about how a lot of people, once they load it on there, because like if you put $10 in your Starbucks account, you're not going to buy coffees up to the point that it's exactly $10. You're going to end up with fucking 68 cents left in it or whatever, and you can't buy anything with it. So you just load more on, or you
Gotta
just
put more on.
never use it. Yeah, I think they said like 20% or something of all of the money put on there just never gets used. So that's just free money that they're getting.
So,
But you're
if you
just
look at it in terms
prepaying
of
for the
banks-
coffee in the future.
Okay,
Like
but
banks,
look
you're
at
not
it in terms
getting
of banks.
anything
You're
from that.
Yes, you are. You're getting a secure place to store your money.
Okay. Oh yeah, so it's fucking
It's backed
buried
by
in
the
your
FDIC.
backyard like a goddamn
Starbucks isn't
rational person.
Dude, Starbucks could go
Buy
bankrupt.
gold and put it in a chest under the ground in your backyard like a fucking sane person.
Dude, Starbucks money isn't backed by the FDIC. So Starbucks could just lose all their money tomorrow and you lose all your money in your account. And there's no insurance.
Yeah, but no one's putting their life savings in there. They're putting $15 in at a time.
I know it's conceptually. I'm saying like conceptually you're getting
Starbucks isn't
the
gonna go out
service
of
you're getting
business
from
tomorrow.
a bank is secure storage of money. That's the service you're getting of banks because it's backed by the FDIC up to like I
Yeah,
don't
but that's
know
what I'm
how
saying.
much
No
money.
one's putting their life savings in a fucking Starbucks account.
Yeah, but okay, dude. You're saying that banks don't provide a service. They provide a service. Yes, it is a
yeah,
Ponzi
they
scheme, but
try
they
to.
do
I'm
provide
saying
a
the-
service.
Yes, they do. But I'm saying the
Otherwise,
business
people
model,
wouldn't use them.
the business model behind a checking account at a bank is a
I
pyramid
can get behind
scheme.
that.
Yeah,
I can
okay,
get
thank
behind
you.
that. All right. Case closed. Starbucks is a Ponzi scheme.
Case closed. Banks are fucking made up. Pull your money out.
Oh yeah, just like Mike Lindell, right?
Dude. Yeah, we got a follow-up. We got a follow-up article from a couple weeks ago. When did we talk about that? Of Mike Lindell. Did we talk about that on here?
A few
Of
episodes
Mike Lindell
ago.
getting
Yeah.
canceled.
No, we didn't
So
talk
the-
about him getting canceled. We just talked about how he made all of his money, basically.
Oh, so
Like how he was a crackhead
he
and stuff like that.
is at war with a bank in Dubuque because so Minnesota Bank and Trust is the bank that he uses because he's from Minnesota, and Heartland Financial owns Minnesota Bank and Trust, and Heartland Financial is they're headquartered in Dubuque. So my girlfriend sent me an article the other day of Mike Lindell is like having beef with them because he's getting
Jeez, you're
canceled by
dragging
the
her into
bank. They're
this?
like trying to what? Yeah. Oh, dude, she started this, but so he is getting his accounts closed, or I don't know exactly what's going on with it, but Logan and I talk about this all the time because Mike Lindell is a fucking insane person. Top 5 favorite people in the world. I love insane people, and he's an insane person. He's Mike Lindell is fucking unhinged.
But like,
dude.
explain what he's trying to do. He's just refusing to be.
Was spread election fraud? Oh no. Okay, yeah.
No.
So now I saw this article, and the title of the article is just Mike Lindell refuses to be canceled by Minnesota Bank and Trust. Well, you can just do that?
Yeah.
You can just refuse to be canceled? They're
Apparently,
like,
if you're Mike
"All right, we're gonna
Lindell."
close your account. You're done here. He's just like, nope. Nah, I think I'm gonna keep my money here.
Oh, man.
Actually, I think I'm just gonna
That's
keep my
great.
account open. I'm gonna keep this fucking Ponzi scheme going,
Here we go again.
dude. Mike Lindell is fucking unhinged,
What are some other Ponzi schemes?
Dude, there's a lot.
Dude, we could do a whole episode on different Ponzi schemes. Not that we would have an intelligent take on it, but it would still be. We could have a lot of stuff to say.
It's gonna be the best take.
I mean, obviously insurance companies, but what about any other industries?
I feel like there's a lot, dude. Dude, I also am someone that's unhinged. I feel like I would just stay up at night. Did I send you the thing? Like, I feel like I was watching this documentary then. I've been watching so many documentaries lately. I don't know why, but I was up at like 2:30 in the morning just drinking whiskey by myself in my living room, getting upset about the fucking tax exemption status for the Church of Scientology. Oof. I was watching a fucking documentary by Leah Remini, you know, the actress that used to be a huge Scientologist, and then she was in King of Queens. She was the wife. Yeah. So she was big
Saw that
time
one.
like Scientologist, and now she realized that it's all a fucking scam. Scientology is insane. But
it's ridiculous.
So
The shit.
she was. Oh yeah, so she was in it, and then she said she spent like $5 million because you have to donate to get to different levels of Scientology. Like you get higher ranked or whatever, and then eventually she realized it's all like fucked up. Like they just treat everybody like shit. They do a bunch of crazy brainwashing stuff, and then if you leave, they harass the fuck out of you. So she has a TV show. I can't remember what it's called. Something about exposing Scientology or whatever, but it's her and some other guy that used
It's
to
on
be
Netflix,
pretty.
right?
Yeah. It's
I've seen
her
that on
and
there.
some other guy that used to be pretty high up in Scientology, and they're just exposing everything. And he was saying, because especially if you're pretty high up and you leave, because you know a bunch of shit, you know all the people in Scientology, you know how much of a fucking, if you're leaving, you know how much of a scam it is. They know it's a scam. They have to know it's a scam. But a lot of people like truly believe in it, and they were saying they just hire people to fuck with you all day. They do. They call it like loud investigator, not investigating. They hire like personal investigators to come like fuck with you. Like they were paying this guy like $10,000 a month to just go through this guy, the other guy in the show, to like go through all of his trash. They would come up and like take pictures of his house, like, and his kids, like, openly. Like, they don't do it quiet. Like, they do it like I said, they call it like loud investigating or whatever. They'll come and like stand in your front yard and take pictures of your house, take pictures of your license plates and shit. And they just harass you. Like, they said they would hire people to pretend to be a news crew. They'd hire a camera guy, and they'd hire a guy that looks like a journalist, and they would come up to you like when you're coming out of work, when you're coming out of the grocery store, like when you're around people that like you need to think that you're an upstanding citizen. They'd come up and be like, hey, so what do you think about these allegations of you like sexually harassing these underage girls or whatever? And you'd be like, get the fuck out of here. But like, you're coming out of work, so all the people you work with are like, what the fuck? Because they automatically assume there's something going on.
Yeah, that wouldn't just happen randomly.
Yeah,
if there
but
wasn't
that's what they do. Like, there's nothing, there's no like real allegations. They just hire people to look like journalists and just fucking harass you all the time. Like, that's crazy. And they were just talking about how they have,
make you, like, feel crazy, so you come back to the church, or what's their intent?
They just want,
to
they just want to ruin your fucking life, because their whole thing is like they brainwash everybody. So there was this one girl that they had on there who was born into Scientology. Her parents were both Scientologists. She grew up like on this, they have like this cruise ship basically where they all live and they like train. Yeah, it's a wild.
Heard about that.
Yeah, and so she was born into it. And growing up, she was like, oh, if you leave, like, it's like North Korea. Like, they brainwash everyone, and they're like, if you leave Scientology, your life's going to be fucking terrible. They're like, yeah, this guy left. He flips burgers at McDonald's. This guy left and he died of cancer. Like, if you leave, you're fucked. Yeah, it's
they just
crazy.
Like make you think that it's Yeah,
and so then when you leave,
so
they do just fuck with you, and they try and ruin your life. They try and like this one guy they had, he was really good friends with the guy that is part of making the show. I can't remember if he was in Scientology or not, but he was an inventor and had like a bunch of cool products. Like, he made there's some huge invention that's like everywhere. And he said they were fucking with that guy just because he was associated with the guy that was with Leah Remini making the show. Just because he was associated with him, they would go in and like pull that shit at like huge business meetings that he would have with like multi-billion-dollar companies, like manufacturing companies, to get his like have rollout for his products that he invented. They would come in to these they would find out when he's having them. They would track his car. Like, they would put trackers on their cars. They would track all their like I said, their fucking trash. They would go through all their trash. So if he threw away any business cards or just stuff like that, they knew where he's at all the time. They would go into these business meetings that he was doing and pull the same shit with the journalists and be like, oh, you've been accused of this and this, or just harassing him all the time, to the point where like the people at these companies are like, we don't want to be associated with this guy if he's got all this crazy shit going on. Like, just fucking ruined his life, dude. It's
how
crazy.
do people know that this is going on? Like the US government know that this is going on and they're still tax exempt.
Dude,
They're
they
still
fucking
they're
harass
still
the
considered
people.
a religion.
Yeah, they
How the fuck?
harassed the people at the IRS, dude. They were like harassing a bunch of IRS agents for like
my
years
God.
before
So you
they
can
got
just
taxed.
bully your way to the
It's
top.
fucking crazy. Yeah, you literally can. It's you have to watch the documentary. It's fucked up. And like
I
they were
just
saying,
don't know
like,
how
they
you
have,
argue that it's a religion. It was
I
made
mean,
up
how do you argue
by
anything's a religion, Logan?
the guy who wasn't the guy who created Scientology.
Yeah, dude.
One
L.
of the
Ron
most
Hubbard.
famous. Yeah, isn't he like one of the most
Yeah, dude.
famous
See-
fiction writers of all time?
Yeah, he's a science fiction writer.
Science
but, okay,
fiction writer.
so this is where I deviate from my hatred of Scientology. L. Ron Hubbard's a fucking dog, dude. He started this. It's all nonsense. These people fucking do all this shit. I love that guy.
Yeah,
But if you're like a guy joining Scientology now, figure it out.
come on.
But L. Ron Hubbard, dude, he started all this shit. He's the fucking OG. I love that guy. That's so
it
funny.
makes
to
me
He-
uncomfortable to think about. Just to think about it,
yeah,
like
dude.
you're so blind if you think that's the way to go. There's so many other fucking routes you could go down that are smarter than that.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
many, dude.
Have you ever seen the videos of Tom Cruise? Because Tom Cruise is fucking
He's
big time
deep.
Scientologist.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen the videos of him talking about it?
Yeah, they're uncomfortable for sure.
The video, no, have you seen the one where he's like, you know what it means to be a Scientologist? He goes, if I see a guy get in a motorcycle accident, I go over there and I know that I have to help him because I'm a Scientologist. Like, he's fucking out of his mind, dude.
Oh, so you mean you're just a good person to see if the guy
Yeah.
on the motorcycle? That's so crazy. And then
It's
there's
so
so many
funny.
people that look up to Tom Cruise that are just like, yep, that's right, yep.
There's also, I was looking it up, there's like 25,000 members of the church. And I don't know if that's a lot. That's not that many people, right?
It doesn't seem. If you would have asked me, if you would have had me guess, I would have said way more than that. I would have said like 50,000 to 100,000.
Yeah. Maybe like
2,500.
No, 25,000.
Oh, 20. I thought you said
Yeah,
2,500.
2,500. No,
Okay.
no, 25,000.
I was gonna say that does not seem.
But
like
even
a
that, that's
problem.
not that many people for how big it
True.
is.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know. It's not that big. I don't know any Scientologists.
yeah, because there's not many of them.
Also, how do you
Because it's so insane.
get? Yeah,
I'm actually surprised that there's not more Scientologists with Tom Cruise being a fucking Scientologist.
yeah, that's true. He helps.
How is there not more people that are like, oh yeah, Tom Cruise, just jerking off to Tom Cruise all day?
Dude, because it is pretty insane. I feel like there's enough out there about it that people know it's pretty fucking wacky.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
I'm over Scientology.
Yeah, dude. It's just so interesting to me, that kind of shit. It's
So,
funny too. You got to watch that. I don't know what the name of the show is, but
I know what you're talking about. I watched like the first episode, I think, and I just never finished it. But that sounds fucking wild. I need to actually watch the rest of that. You sent me a tweet about Disneyland or Disney World. What the is this just Disney or is
dude.
basically
Yeah.
I'll read the tweet and then you can go into it. It says Disney
Okay.
has announced Storyliving, their own residential neighborhoods that will allow fans to look for new ways to make Disney a bigger part of their lives.
So, if you're a fan of the show, you know how much we hate Disney people. If you're the kind of person
Yeah,
that's
we
looking at
fucking
this,
hate Disney people.
Dude, if you are okay. This
Take a
is
breath, take a
whole
breath.
community. This is a whole community where they're gonna have stuff that's just Disney themed that people are gonna go and live there. If you think that living in it's called story living, and it's like I said, it's just like Disneyland, but you live there. If you think that that's a place where you would want to live, you are so fucking out of your mind. Imagine
It's like a bunch of different worlds. It looks like, I'll put a picture on the YouTube version of this, but it is basically a bunch of like different animated worlds. Well, the pictures are animated, but it will be real life, obviously. But they're I don't even know what you would say, like fantastical, fantasy, like a fantasy land.
Yeah,
is that even a word? Fantastical.
Yeah, that's a word.
Yeah, it's really odd. That's a good word for it.
You are, I don't know, dude. You are unhinged if you want to live here.
So, yeah, is it like a community or so? Who the okay? Imagine this: you're an accountant. You live in fucking Harry Potter land or whatever the fuck, and you just get up out of bed and you like take a fake fucking roller coaster down to your garage.
That's how you get around the neighborhood, is on a fucking roller coaster.
Because you fucking love Disneyland, dude. And then you just get in your Camry and drive to work.
No. The Ubers in this community are the fucking onion horse buggy thing from Cinderella.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's your Uber. If you get there and you want to go to the coffee shop a couple blocks away, you get in one of those and it pulls you.
Yeah, and you can't.
I don't know.
And in order to call the Uber, you don't use a phone. You have to like cast a spell.
You tell a little bird that's in your window and it flies away and it tells the person, then it flies back and it comes.
Yeah,
dude, I just
you're
think
right.
That this
That's a good.
such.
I think unhinged is better than the word.
Yeah. No, you're.
This is unhinged, just all together.
Yeah. You are mentally
You have
unwell.
lost. I completely agree. You have lost your fucking mind if you think this is a good place to live.
This has made me realize. This has made me realize that if you're an adult and you like going to Disneyland, that's less unhinged. If you're like, dude, my life is just
that's different.
You're just someone that fucking hates their job and you just grew up watching these Disney movies and you wish life was more like that and you go on vacation to get away from your regular life and do that for a weekend, I actually can maybe get on board with that. You know what I mean? I would never do that because I'm a fucking adult. But if you want to do that for a weekend to escape your regular life, but if you think you want your life to be like this because you are so fucking mentally detached from what's going on in the world, dude, North Korea exists and you want to live in fucking real life Disneyland, you're a fucking crazy person, dude.
Did you look into this?
There's people getting fucking tortured in Abu Ghraib and you want to live in fucking Disneyland, dude. You're insane.
Have you it's in LA. That makes sense. Not Florida. Disneyland, not Disney World.
I don't know.
Have you looked into this at all? Do you know any more information on this? Or
it's in Coachella Valley. Yeah, I'm looking at this article right now. It's in Coachella Valley. I don't know where that is. It's in Rancho Mirage. That's a fucking place, I guess. Dude, that's a fucking ridiculous name. That's made up. Sure. But yeah, I don't know, dude. It's like a resort. And I get if you want to go, it looks really fucking cool. It looks nice. Like it looks like a really nice place. And if you want to go there, like on vacation, I can maybe get down with that, like I said. But I just don't think anyone should live there because that's insane. If you want that to be your life all of the time, you want to be so fucking separated from the real world that you want to live in a place like this. I don't know, man. I get fucking heated up about it.
It's crazy, but it's not surprising on it. It really isn't at all. I don't.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Who's going to move to this? Do you think? Oh, no, yeah, people will live there. For sure, people will live there.
Dude, the whole world is just unfucking hinged. That's such a good word. That's a great word.
That's going to be the name of the episode, Unhinged.
Dude,
we're fucking 16 episodes in and I'm becoming unhinged.
Yeah, I'm losing my fucking
Jesus
mind.
Christ.
I have to drink vodka now when we do this, so... Oh, change the subject. I lost $150 on the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, fuck, dude. I made like 12
Even more.
I bet
Go
like
ahead.
maybe $45 total. It wasn't a lot, but I had like 7 different bets and parlays going on in the Super Bowl, and somehow
Dude.
every single one of them did not hit.
Same.
All of them, dude. Which is
So
so
I said-
fucking whack.
Yeah, so I said that I was going to bet $150 on the Bengals to win, but I ended up betting
Yeah.
only 100, and then I did 50 on like the rest of the random bets.
50 on the Rams. Wait,
Yeah,
did
just
you bet,
offset it.
Slug?
Yeah, no, on like other prop bets, and I lost every single one.
Yeah.
And this is the most bullshit thing ever. Kyla made a ton of random fucking bets. She has no clue. I mean, God bless her, but she has no fucking idea what she's
Yeah.
betting.
Right.
And she bet the exact score for $5 and won $505.
That's
We're
it?
just check. Yeah, she only bet $5, but she bet if she would the $5
Yes,
to
yeah.
win 505. If she would have bet like
Well,
100, she would have won like 20 grand.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm way off, but
Danny's friend had like a $5 bet. He would have won like $1,000. He had an exact score bet. Oh no. The exact score bet was what was the final score? 23-20? Is that what it was? He had a exact score bet 27-23 Bengals
dang.
to win. And they were fucking had that drive at the end. If they would have scored, they would have won. They would have won
Dude,
27-23 as well. Also,
So
I had
I actually did a parlay. So I did Bengals money line, and then I did the over. So if the Bengals would have went down and scored a touchdown to win it, I would have won my bet.
Oh, it would have hit.
So
the
I would have
over.
won.
What was the
I bet
over?
100. 46. They only scored 43.
Oh, so it would have. Yeah. But the Bengals lost anyways. Doesn't matter.
But they lost. So if they would have went down and scored a touchdown, I would have won like $500 or $490.
Damn,
or
dude.
whatever it was. But
Dude,
that's old news, dude. This is coming out a week and a half after the Super Bowl.
Dude, fuck the Super Bowl. What'd you think of the halftime show?
I thought it was sick. I thought it was
I don't
good.
know if it was just like nostalgia, because I'm like, dude, I fucking love Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I like Dr. Dre. I fucking love 50 Cent. 50 Cent coming out upside down was so funny.
Yeah.
Also, how fucking huge is 50 Cent, dude?
He doubled in size, dude.
Dude,
50 Cent.
is fucking stacked.
Dude,
he
50
was
Cent
always
is a
fucking
dollar
jacked,
now.
but like he's huge now. That was so funny.
Yeah, I thought overall it was good. It's
Dude, I thought it was-
alarming the amount of subtly racist things you see on Facebook from older people, though, about it.
Dude, yeah, it's just it doesn't matter what they do. People are gonna be upset. It's a super. Too many people are watching it for some people not to get upset. It was so
Like,
good.
oh,
It's the
sorry,
best-
it wasn't
it's the best
fucking
Super Bowl
Jason
show.
Aldean.
Yeah, it's the best Super Bowl show that I've seen that I remember. Because
I
last
agree.
year sucked,
Yeah.
dude. The Weeknd is not famous enough. We watched it together last year, and I was like, The Weeknd is not famous enough to be in the Super Bowl halftime show, right? When I want a Super Bowl halftime show, I wanted people like, dude, fucking Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. Those are the most fucking famous people
Yeah.
in the music industry. Everybody in the country knows who Snoop Dogg is. You know what I mean?
So
Like
does
whether you listen to his music or not, you fucking know who Snoop Dogg is. Right?
Okay, I agree. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it,
Like The
I think
Weeknd
The
is
Weeknd-
not that famous.
I don't know, dude. The Weeknd is fucking huge. I just
No,
thought the
dude.
show sucked.
Yeah, for sure the show sucked. But The Weeknd is not Snoop Dogg. Like Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg's peak famous. He's as famous as you can be.
He's timeless too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He can do anything. Snoop Dogg's also the fucking coolest person in the world.
I don't
Right?
know, that guy that works at that coffee shop that you went to.
Dude,
seems
that
pretty
guy,
cool.
Snoop Dogg does not have near as good a posture as the guy that works at Buzz and Dubuque, dude. Dude, I wish you could have fucking seen this guy
He's
bending
slouching,
over.
dude.
Oh my god. But Yeah, no, I thought it was good. Like I said, I didn't know if it was like nostalgia because I like all them so much. So I didn't know at first, but I was like, dude, this is just such a good show too. Like they didn't do anything too crazy. Like the craziest, I mean, 50 Cent came out upside down, but that's not that because it was like the music video for that song. He did that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that before. I'd never seen the video, but
Same. I didn't catch that at first,
the Kendrick Lamar part, they had all the people like doing the dancing, but that wasn't even like crazy. Like the fucking Weeknd thing, he was in the mirror maze or whatever. It was too much.
It was overproduced.
Yeah. Like Snoop Dogg just stood on top of the thing and fucking rapped.
Yeah. That's how good, that's how fucking
That's all
iconic
Snoop
their
Dogg
music is,
needs,
dude. They
dude.
all just
Yeah.
stood on top. There was nothing crazy. Like Lady Gaga had that one where she was like flying all around and shit. And it was like, I don't know. Everyone always seems to have like you said, like they always have something that they're doing that's like a wow,
it's
gives
too
you like a
overproduced.
wow factor.
Oh,
But
was
Snoop
it
Dogg
Katy
just
Perry when
fucking
they had all the
standing there.
sharks?
I don't know. I
That
honestly
was
can't
fucking
remember.
dumb, dude.
But he
That's what I'm
just,
saying.
like
None
you
of them are
said, he
even
just
memorable. I
stood there.
forgot. Like who did the Super Bowl halftime show 2 years ago?
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
2019?
2020,
Oh, fuck.
right before COVID.
Yeah.
Who was it? That was the Rams and the Patriots? No, it wasn't the Patriots, was it? I
Oh,
don't
it was
remember who was in
J-Lo.
the fucking Super Bowl.
It was J-Lo. Shakira and J-Lo. I remember that.
Oh yeah. See, they're maybe famous enough. Shakira, dude.
Dude, I think The
Shakira's
Weeknd is
famous.
famous enough.
Dude,
The Weeknd
I
is
don't
definitely
think-
famous enough. The show just sucked, dude.
do you think your mom knows who The Weeknd is?
I bet she's heard of it. I'll text her right now.
I bet she doesn't know who The Weeknd is. Pre-Super Bowl though.
She
But, like,
doesn't
your mom
remember
knows
the
who Snoop
Super Bowl.
Dogg
My
is.
mom asked what quarter. My mom literally
mom-
asked what quarter it is when we go to a baseball game.
Do you think she watched the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah.
Do you think if you
I'm
texted
sure she
your mom
watches
right,
it.
Yeah. But do you think if you texted your mom right now who won the Super Bowl, do you think she would know? I could see
Okay,
your mom
I'm gonna-
watching the whole game and just not giving a fuck.
I asked her, "Do you know the singer The Weeknd?" And we'll see what she says. But after she replies, I'm gonna ask her if she knows who won the Super Bowl. Literally a fucking week ago.
But like for sure, your mom knows who Snoop Dogg is, right?
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm
no,
saying,
you're right.
dude.
I agree with you on that.
Like
I'm just saying.
The Weeknd is not that culturally significant. Yes, he's very famous.
Dude, my mom lives in a town of like 20 people. She might not know who the fucking Weeknd is. It's a
That's what I'm
bad
saying.
example.
That's what I'm saying. No, it's not
But
a
I
bad
bet-
example. That's what I'm saying. How famous you should be to be at the fucking Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
It's the biggest concert
Okay,
of
but-
the year in the world. 140 million people watched it. How many people watched the Super Bowl, you think? 100 million? We'll be conservative. 100 million people watched that.
Dude, you're right. Okay. Stop attacking.
Dude, I know I'm right. I've been heated about this since last year.
Fucking
I
Super
don't know,
Bowl,
man.
dude. Super Bowl's over. Over till next year.
The Olympics are over,
Yeah.
right?
But we already discussed this last week, and we also determined that no one cares about the Olympics.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's fucking over. Nobody gives a especially the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
The Winter Olympics were just so fucking white people could start winning at sports again, dude.
Dude,
They fucking did.
Dude.
They're running track and field for the last 60 years, and some dude from Scandinavia is like, let's fucking do skiing, huh? Dude, I'm pretty sure the country in first is fucking Norway. When do you think you think Norway's medaled in a fucking Summer Olympic sports in the last 10 years? I'm gonna look this up, dude.
They focus on the winter. But speaking of
Yeah, dude,
This is-
Norway's
thi-
smoking everybody by so much.
this is a hell of a
If it-
transition.
Okay, what do we got?
But I was gonna say, speaking of Winter Olympics countries, countries that are good in the Winter Olympics. Canada.
Are they? They're not top 5.
No. I want to talk about the. I want to talk about.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about the truckers, but I.
Oh, you want to talk about it, Logan?
No, I don't want to talk about it because it's been talked about enough. But I do want to talk about this story that is involved with it.
Also, yeah, what a fucking stretch. They're in 11th place. They're not even doing well.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. What do we got?
Touché.
What do we got?
So I came across this article just when I was, I don't know, fucking around looking for some stuff. And there was this guy from Ohio that unhinged. Like, you have to be unhinged to do this.
Yeah, dude.
A guy from Ohio called the Ottawa Police Department and reported a bomb threat where all those people were. So the police responded, and turns out it was in Ottawa, Ohio, not Canada. So he reported a fake bomb threat in Ohio.
Oh,
and not Canada.
Oh, so he was trying to do it
meant
in Ottawa,
to call
Canada.
The Ottawa, Canada
That's so
Police
fucking
Department.
funny, dude. That's actually fucking hilarious. What an
You're
idiot.
so unhinged that you're going to report a bomb threat, but on top
Also-
of that, you're going to call the
Also,
wrong
in
fucking
a
police
country
department.
that you're not from. Dude,
Yeah.
why does he care? I don't know, man. People fucking care, dude.
People
Dude,
care.
if you fucking care, you are unhinged.
God, you're so unhinged. Unhinged. Let's see how many times we could say unhinged in the episode.
Dude, that's the fucking name of the episode.
No, dude, it's Starbucks is a Ponzi scheme. I'm telling you. Shits will work.
Dude, you know what else I wanted to talk about today? Have you seen that Tinder Swindler documentary yet? Or
I was going to ask
documentary?
you about that.
Did
Yeah.
you see it?
Yeah,
So
we
good,
just
right?
watched it. Yeah.
I fucking love that guy.
Dude, why?
That guy
Why
is
are you
unhinged.
so okay? There is I think you're confusing the difference between being fascinated with someone and loving someone, dude. How can you love?
Yeah,
a
no,
guy
I'm
that does
fascinated with that guy. That
to
guy
people?
sucks. That guy sucks for sure.
But you're it is crazy, dude. We were watching it, and I don't know. Every 10 minutes, I would look over and be like, "Is this bitch stupid? How the fuck? How the fuck is this guy doing this?"
No, dude, I don't
How's
think
he getting
they're
away with
that
this?
stupid.
That's
He
and then
can't
we
keep
yeah.
getting away with this.
You hear them talk. You hear the girls talk, and you're like, "Oh, they're not stupid."
Yeah, because I don't think you get how much people first of all, they're 100% convinced that this guy's a fucking billionaire. Taking out $20,000 for this guy that just spent $20,000 on the last date you guys went on is nothing. It'd be like if you needed $300, Kylo would be like, "Yeah, I'll give you $300 because you'll be able to pay me back." You know what I mean? For this guy, 25, 50, even $100,000, he's a fucking billionaire diamond mogul. They are 100% convinced of that. So they're like, "Oh, I can give him $50,000. He'll be able to pay me back." Right? And it's they're very close. I think you don't understand how much you would trust people if you were in that situation. Plus, it probably doesn't work with everybody. He probably matches with a ton of girls and tries it, and they're like, "No, I'm not going to give you money."
True,
But
it's a numbers
some girls
game.
do. Yeah, exactly.
It's just the first, the red flag that I just don't understand how you get past is this guy asking you to take a loan out for $50,000 or $100,000. These girls were $250,000 in debt. How does something not go off in your head? Okay, this guy's fucking me over.
Yeah.
Because if you're the head of this, if your family is this billionaire family, I don't know. It's
He has
crazy. People-
enemies, dude. Nobody in the world has as many enemies as
It's
fucking
scary.
Peter Leveb. Or what's his name?
Yeah. Mike
Something
Levev.
Levev.
The fuck's his name? I don't know. Evan?
Simon. Simon Leveb, dude.
Simon. Peter, Evan, Mike.
That
It's all the
guy's
same.
making enemies. Oh
Dude,
my
it's
God.
it's actually kind of scary how manipulative people are. People can be. How good
Well,
at it
that's
they are.
that's we talk about this all the time. He's the same thing as like L. Ron Hubbard. Like, it's the same thing. He's just doing it in a different medium. That guy also is just a guy.
Yeah, you're right.
He's obviously a complete, like, psychopath, right? Like, if he would have had a worse childhood, he'd just be a serial killer. Like, he has no fucking remorse for anything that he's done. He has just financially ruined the rest of these girls' lives. And tons of them. It's not like it was one person that he fucked over. Like, it's a bunch of people that he's completely financially, for the rest of their lives, absolutely ruined, just so he can go fucking just do crazy shit all the time. Like, if he would have had a worse childhood, he'd be a serial killer. Right? Like, he doesn't care.
Yeah, or if he had a better childhood, he'd be Steve Jobs. Nah, not Steve Jobs. He'd be like a Mark
He'd
Cuban
be the
type.
fucking CEO of Citibank or something, yeah.
True. Okay, there you go. That's a better example.
Like, he'd be an executive for ExxonMobil. But I just think, like, that guy, he's just a guy that realized we're living in a simulation and no one else matters. He just fucking does whatever he wants. He's a fucking crazy
he went to
person.
jail for like 10 months. That's it.
Not even like 5. Well, he didn't do
5?
anything illegal. I think he got in trouble for like using a fake passport or something. Or like
that. How is that not illegal though? That's fraud.
It's not illegal for you to give me money willingly and then me just never pay you back. We have no signed contract, nothing.
Yeah.
These girls just gave him money. He just asked them for money and they gave it to him. It was no business deals. There was no signed contracts. There was nothing. That's not illegal. I think what he got in trouble for was, like, I think he was using like a fake ID or something. No, it's not fraud. He just asked them for money. He wasn't like, oh, I'm going to give you this for this money. There was no contracts. There was nothing. He was just like, can I have money? And they were like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And then he would
essentially what happened. That's not illegal. Is it shitty? Yes. Is he a fucking complete sociopath for doing that? Yes, 100%. But it's not illegal, right?
Yeah. And he would use, I think the thing that covered up his path was he would use credit cards so like, let's say there's girl A and girl B. He would use girl A's credit card to pay for girl B's stuff. So it just looked like that girl was buying girl B's stuff.
Right. Well,
so he never actually had his name attached to any of it.
No, exactly.
So that's what he got off on, I think. I think like, but then I don't know. It's fucking wild.
And even when the banks would shut down the cards, he would have the girls call in and be like, hey, no, don't. Like, because if you're just going around to different countries using your card, they'll shut it off because they think it's fraud. The girls would call in and be like, this isn't fraud. Like, I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fraud, dude. I mean, yeah, he's fucking shitty for it, but it's not illegal to be a fucking shitty person, dude.
How do you just think of that, dude? That's crazy. How do you even think about doing that?
How do you have the balls to just do, like, I could never fucking do that.
You know
what I mean?
He's still doing it.
That guy, 100%.
You know he's still doing it. 100%.
He's still fucking flexing on Instagram with like Ferraris and shit.
Yeah, dude. Are you serious? There's no fucking way that guy just decided to clean his act up and fucking build a business, a legitimate business.
Because he doesn't have to, dude. Because he doesn't even have to. He can just keep doing this.
With the same name, too.
Yeah.
He just can't use a fake name, and he won't.
He legally changed his name.
Dude.
Also, I was thinking about that. Like, you can just do that. Like, that's not his real name. He changed his name to that so he could pretend to be that person, basically. Mm-hmm. Like, if I just changed my name to whatever Harry Stein's kids' names are and just told people I was fucking Harry Stein's kids, I was like, yeah, look up, my dad is Harry Stein. And they look up Stein Seed Company, and they're like, oh, your dad's fucking top 150 richest people in the world. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a fucking billionaire. Like, you could just do that. That's legal. If your name is legally that.
Here?
Nothing matters. Like, you can just fucking do that. I don't know. That's so crazy to me.
You want to know something crazy? Transitioning into something here.
Hit me.
I wanted to ask you if
hit me, dude.
You've seen the show Love Is Blind. It's like a
no, but you're the second person to tell me about it.
It's like a I watch it because it's so absurd what they're doing. and it's hilarious. These people get brought onto the show. There's like, let's say 10 girls and 10 guys. And they go into like these little pods and they can only talk to each other. They can't see each other.
Yeah.
And they get to know each other by like talking to each other and not actually seeing each other. And the crazy part about it is they literally fucking propose to one another before they even see each other. After like 7 days of talking.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's like...
I don't understand.
Fuck, I was lost.
You're good. I just don't understand the fucking... I get where they're coming from. Like, you should be able to connect with someone without seeing what they looked like.
Right.
What they look like. I'm getting a little drunk now. But
after 7 days, dude.
Yeah, dude, these people are proposing after like 7 days. And then they go on this like honeymoon and they just none of them like each other.
No, dude.
There's like one couple that actually likes each other, and that's it.
Dude, that's my issue with like The Bachelor. If you're on The Bachelor and you're there, if you're not there solely to get famous, which a lot of people are, they just go on it because they want to be famous. And that's true. And everybody knows that, right? But if you're there because you think you're going to fucking find love, dude, you are unhinged. You are fucking unhinged, dude. That is the most unhinged. That is the most unhinged that you could be.
Single-handedly the most unhinged thing we've talked about this podcast.
Dude.
But
Simon Lefebvre had a fucking plan, dude. At least he's having a good time. If you go on the fucking biggest TV show, that's like the only thing that people still watch, right? Like it's the Bachelor's huge. It's the only thing on like cable TV that people still fucking watch.
The Masked Singer.
Dude, if you fucking watch The Masked Singer, you are unhinged. But if you go on there and you think that you are going to find love, everyone's being fake. If you are the Bachelor or Bachelorette, or you are just someone going on the show and you think that you are gonna fall in love with that person and it's gonna be real, you are unhinged. Dude, we should fucking change the name of the show to Unhinged.
It should be. I'm sure it's already taken.
Should be.
It could be like Logan and Jake Unhinged or something like that. No, dude, let's start a Patreon called the DeSoto Approach Unhinged. And we'll just fucking talk crazy.
Can we go deep
shit.
on Patreon?
Yeah.
You know how much I have to censor myself on here, dude? I'm just kidding.
No, but the difference between The Bachelor and Love is Blind is there's nothing really that absurd about The Bachelor. I mean, it is crazy, don't get me wrong, but Love is Blind is so absurd the way that they like go through the process that's just like it's fun to watch. Whereas like The Bachelor, it's all fake. It just seems so fake.
Yeah, it's really forced a lot.
The people on Love is Blind are just average looking people. Like they're not, you know what I mean? How The Bachelor, they're there.
Yeah, everyone on The
famous
Bachelor is
sure.
pretty fucking hot, dude.
Yeah. Whereas like Love is Blind, they're all just average looking.
I love. So Molly loves The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. In every season, there's like one person like, dude, that person's not even that good looking. Like in a regular setting, like, dude, that person's fucking hot, dude. But I'm like, yeah, that's like the worst looking person. Like,
so,
but dude, so funny. We were watching an episode the other day, and there was a girl that used to be. She was literally a fucking Olympic athlete, and they had him play like tackle football. Which, by the way, so funny because they got huge beefs on The Bachelor. All the girls do.
Yeah, the girls
There's one girl
especially.
that was just literally in the fucking Olympics. Like, I think she was like an Olympic sprinter or something. And they were playing football, and she just had like 3 of their team's touchdowns because she's a fucking Olympic athlete playing against these girls that are like fucking accountants from Kansas or wherever the fuck they're from. It was so funny, dude. Yeah,
That's
that shows
crazy.
too, like, I don't know, man.
Unhinged.
Yeah, those people just, like I said, you're fine if you're going on there just to be famous, which I feel like some people get upset about that. Like, she's not here for the right reasons. She just wants to get famous. Like, that's the point of being on TV, you fucking unhinged,
Nobody's there for the
crazy
right
person,
reasons.
dude. No, dude.
Nobody
Even
in
if
that-
you're there to find love, you're in the wrong place, dude.
Yeah. Exactly.
Go on Tinder, dude. Meet a guy. Meet a fucking diamond billionaire. Get your fucking entire life savings taken. That's fucking true love, dude. You give someone all of your life savings. That's fucking
If you
true
take
love.
a payday loan out for 20 grand for someone, that's true love.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Because if you take a payday loan out, you are not very smart.
No, but see, that's what I'm saying. I think everyone that I've talked to about it is like, these girls are so dumb. I don't think, like, if you put most people in that situation, not most people, but maybe most, I think more than half. Like I said, if you meet this guy and you are 100% convinced that he's a fucking billionaire, and you're like, these girls really like him. Like, they're like, like one girl he was dating for like over a year. Also, she was the
they would
fucking
sleep
coolest
together.
person. I think she was the one that like she figured out that he was scamming her, and she didn't say anything. And he's like, I need money. She's like, I don't have any, but she was like a fashion designer or something, and she saw all the like Gucci clothes and Louis Vuitton and shit, and she's like, this shit is worth a ton of money. And she's like, send me your clothes and I'll sell them for you. Or whatever. And he's like, okay, so he was sending her a bunch of shit, and she flipped it for like 25 grand and just never gave him any of the money, dude. That's so fucking funny. That girl was my favorite for sure.
Yeah, at least she got some of it back.
Yeah.
But
That's what I'm saying, man. I think when you get put in that actual situation, you don't know how you'd act, dude. Like, especially, like I said, when you genuinely believe what this guy is saying to you. Like, if you genuinely believe he's a billionaire, you genuinely believe that he's got enemies, dude.
Yeah.
And, like, he was sending him the videos and, like, the pictures of his bodyguard, like, he had, like, the bloody head and everything. Like, he just got attacked. Like, you actually think that's happening. And he's like, hey, I need money. I can't use any of my credit cards. These people are tracking me. They know where I'm going to be if I'm using my name on stuff. And you're like, you want to help him. And you, like I said, if you actually think he's a fucking billionaire, like, the money's not a, like, issue with this guy. He'll pay me back. Like, I don't know. I think a lot more people I think you'd be surprised how many people would actually fall for it. Like I said, it's probably not everyone. He probably does it to a lot of people that are like, no, I'm not going to send you any money.
Yeah.
But
it's easy to sit back and just watch it on Netflix. And
yeah, exactly. Fucking 2020 hindsight, dude. Doing a
What do
little
they call it? What do they call it in sports? Armchair coach or armchair
Monday morning quarterbacking. Like, you're looking back on a documentary made about
armchair
him.
expert. No, that's Dax Shepard's
Yeah, it's
podcast.
Dak Shepard's podcast.
I think. Yeah.
But I just think, like you said, it is easy to sit here and be like, well, that was fucking dumb. Like, and you know who says that? Fucking dumb people, dude.
Yeah, who watched
Fucking
The Masked
dumb
Singer.
people that would fall for it are the first people to be like, oh, what a fucking idiot. Why'd she give him money? Dude, they would be the first person to clean out their bank accounts for that guy.
Yeah.
100%.
Dude, those people are just sitting at home. They got their fucking Mountain Dew hard Baja Blast in their
These
hand.
fucking idiots. These dumb broads.
Just criticizing, dude.
That's what I'm saying, man. I think when you get caught up, I think he just realizes how easily people can be manipulated and how honestly nice most people are.
Yeah.
Like I read this book by Malcolm Gladwell. It's called Talking to Strangers, and he kind of talks about that, like how a lot of people get mixed up. Like, he talked about the Amanda Knox thing. Where, do you know who Amanda Knox is? She's a girl that got like falsely accused of a murder in Italy when she was like studying abroad. Yeah.
Yep.
And he's like, you don't know people that are lying to you or telling the truth. Like, people are really bad at knowing if people are lying to them or not. Even though even people think they're good at it. Even like they said they did a study with a bunch of it was like police and interrogators and stuff. They're like, oh, I'm literally an expert in telling when people are lying or not, and they score like barely above like chance, like barely above if you just guessed on everyone, because some people are mismatched, or like I said, if this guy's just an absolute psychopath, like he's not gonna have any tells, like he can just lie to you and you won't know, because it doesn't matter to him if he's lying to you or not. It's to him, it's the same as telling the truth. Like, he also went into the whole Bernie Madoff thing, and he's like, super fucking smart people gave a ton of money to Bernie Madoff because they just believed in him. Because he was an absolute psychopath, and whatever he said, it didn't matter. It didn't matter if he was telling you the truth or telling you a lie. To him, it didn't matter. He did not give a fuck that he was lying to your face for you to give him all of your money. He didn't care. So he wasn't, like, nervous. He wasn't sweaty. He wasn't anything. He didn't give a fuck.
It's almost like those... It's almost like those people that are doing that, like the Tinder Swindler or like Bernie Madoff. It's almost like they don't think that they're lying. Like, they convince themselves that they're not lying, and they're so good at convincing themselves that they're not lying that their lies become like truth. So then when they like try to convince somebody to buy into it, they don't seem like they're lying because they've just convinced themselves that that it's true.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
Does that make any sense? I feel like I just
100%.
forgot what I said.
No, 100%. That's kind of like what I was saying. Like, if you have no empathy, if you genuinely don't care, like, it doesn't matter if you're lying. It's the same as telling the truth because you don't care. You know what I mean? Like, if I was trying to convince you that I was on the run and had enemies, I would, like, be nervous. I'd be trying to remember. So he just doesn't care, dude. Like, he has no fucking empathy for these girls giving him all of their money. So it doesn't, like, it's the same thing as him telling the truth for him. So, like I said, like, he's got to be super believable. I don't know. I think people would be surprised how easily it is to be, like, manipulated like that. That's why it happens to so many people. That's why people are in Scientology, dude. Because, or like, unhinged. They're in these cults, but you don't even necessarily, like, you listen to these girls that are interviewing, they're smart girls. You know what I mean? Like, they're not fucking idiots. They're smart girls.
You can tell.
Exactly. And it's like, I don't know. It's not like a smart or dumb thing. Like I said with the Bernie Madoff, like, a lot of really, really fucking smart people gave Bernie Madoff millions of dollars because they believed in him. And he was just absolutely lying to their fucking face, dude. It wasn't real. It was nothing. That was actually, like, we've been calling a lot of things Ponzi schemes lately, but that was actually a Ponzi scheme. He didn't even fucking try to invest their money. None of it even got invested. Like, none of it even got invested and lost, and he said that they were making money. He just took it and spent it, dude. That's so fucking funny.
Yep.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, really smart people still gave him his money. Still gave him money. Way more money than these girls gave fucking Simon Levev.
True. Yeah, billions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this whole podcast has been filled with unhinged people. But I think it's time to wrap this episode up before we become unhinged.
Dude, I am fucking
in 4 minutes.
One bad day away, dude. I'll say that. I'm one bad day away from fucking Tinder swindling. I'll say that, dude.
Yeah. And you know what? I lost $150 on the Super Bowl. And I'll say it. We need donations because we're going broke over here. We're not going to be able to do this for much longer.
All right, I'll come out. I've been Tinder swindled. I gave some man $43,000.
Yep.
And we're not doing so hot right now.
Yep. So because of Jake's Tinder swindling incident and my betting woes,
your gambling addiction,
we need donations on our Anchor support page, which is in the bio of our podcast.
Oh, holy shit, dude. Hang on. We need to address our TikTok situation right now. Emergency press conference. I wanted to start the show with this. I've been under
Go
fire
ahead.
lately. For my apparently whack statistic analysis of the greatest fucking athlete of all time. Last week, right? Yeah. Last week, I gave a fucking absolutely perfect stat about Tom Brady being more likely to be in the Super Bowl than Steph Curry making a 3-point shot. And statistically, it's true. But people are fucking online on our TikTok saying shit about, well, you got to talk about sample size and this. Hey, if you're talking about sample size, to me, you're a fucking dork, dude. And you need to get out of town. Statistically, I said with the sample sizes given, I'm saying his whole career, that was his whole career. 20 seasons is a big enough sample size. That's one of the longest NFL careers ever. It was a perfect stat, Logan. And people on TikTok. I spent 10 minutes last week.
I'm going to back you on this.
Thank you. It's a good stat. I spent 10 minutes last week convincing people that if you have asthma, you're being a fucking pussy about it. And the most controversial thing I said was that Tom Brady's fucking good at football, dude.
You be the
The
judge,
people on
guys.
TikTok, the people commenting on our TikToks are fucking unhinged, dude.
Yeah, they're fucking unhinged. And if you're listening to this and you're actually a fan of this, you
I'm
need to
just
go
kidding.
on our
If you're-
TikTok and fight back, because we're definitely not going to, because
Yeah, we're gonna win
don't
this
have the
war.
time.
Also, if you were listening to this and you commented on TikTok against my stat, thank you for still listening. But also, you're in
don't
the wrong.
listen. All right. Well, we're at an hour and 7, so.
All right, we'll wrap it up.
All right.
Thank you,
Ladies
everybody.
and gentlemen, thanks for listening.
Have a great night.